Why do grown men spend hundreds of dollars, occasionally thousands of dollars, on collectible dolls? Well, that's the question, isn't it? Because critics out there are laughing and spouses are rolling their eyes and outsiders are shaking their head in disbelief. But for collectors, for us, it's normal. So who's right? But before we answer that question today, make sure to like the video down below, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you're notified when content goes live here. That said, let's address this controversial topic because it is the elephant in the room. And today, we resolve it. Thank you so much for joining me for another video today, and I think this video is going to be a very important one. And we're going to break this down in sections, and section 1 is what I call the judgment. Let's not sugarcoat it. Much of the outside world thinks that collecting hot toys for a grown man is weird. They're asking the questions, you're 30, you're 40, you're 50, should you be playing with toys? They see a man in his 30s, 40s, 50s carefully articulating a 1/6 scale Batman figure, or potentially even combing the rooted hair. That's another controversial topic, and they freak out. They don't understand why. But here's the twist. What they call toys are actually something much more. When a man buys a hot toy, he's not just buying plastic and fabric. He's buying the memory of when he first saw Luke Skywalker ignite his lightsaber, or the thrill of watching Iron Man suit up for the very first time. The fear when Heath Ledger's Joker said, "Why so serious?" These aren't dolls, they're frozen moments of our lives. Nostalgia is a very powerful emotion. It's almost single-handedly guiding big budget box office decisions, as we see so many sequels and reboots and remakes just flooded in the box office environment these days. And I think that's because that's what people want. As it pertains to collecting, in many situations, collectors will purchase a figure because they have a fond memory associated with their first connection or experience of that character or that film franchise that they stem from. Maybe you went with your girlfriend who is now your wife, and you have a positive memory associated with that Heath Ledger Joker figure because it reminds you of your first date with your wife. It's a scary first date, but a good one. But there's a darker reality that we must consider. Life is chaotic. Work, bills, expectations, disappointments. Life is a bit crazy, and Hot Toys gives you one thing: control. We can't control the real world, but we can control how Spider-Man swings on our shelf. We can't rewrite our past, but we can curate our own museum of meaning. And for some, that's therapy. I think for any adult anywhere, the pursuit of purpose and fulfillment and meaning are very attractive. A Hot Toys collection can certainly do that if you built a display that you feel is very representative of you. You've put your blood, sweat, and tears and hard-earned cash into building a display that you feel looks really good and makes you happy. And that is, by its nature, fulfilling. For me personally, I started collecting sometime around 2017 to 2018. And in that time, my collection has evolved tremendously for the better, and I'm very proud of the results. Another aspect of high-end figure collecting that I feel is very attractive to adults is the drama and the entertainment, put bluntly, and of course the sense of community. We cannot ignore the drama and the entertainment that is very public in this niche hobby. People will argue over anything, including which company is better, price hikes, delays, quality controls issues. People will even argue over which influencer or YouTuber is their favorite and who's fighting who and what the overall dynamic is. There is a lot that goes on in this hobby, and I promise you, people are entertained. Speculation is rampant. It is a very important part of this hobby, and it keeps you engaged and excited for the things to come, whether it be from YouTube videos or TikToks or even figure speculation as to what figures are coming down the pipeline that you might get to spend your hard-earned money on. And outsiders may call this ridiculous, but I would challenge that. I would say, think about your own favorite hobby that you engage with most often. Think about the drama. It's there. And we have finally arrived at the answer, the explanation to the original question that I posed at the start of this video. Why do grown men collect high-end toys? Well, the answer to that is because they're not really collecting toys. The best way to describe it is that they're buying fragments of themselves, pieces of childhood, sparks of imagination, echoes of heroes that carried us through dark times. To some, it looks like an obsession, but to us, it's a passion, it's memory, it's love, and it's much more than just a toy. And that may sound overly cliche to say, but when you truly dig down into the psyche of collectors and search for the answer of this question, that is the answer. And let me be clear, Building a collection does not mean ignoring life. A man or woman can still hit the gym and build that amazing display after hours when they have the time. You can pose figures on a Saturday and take your family out for a nice dinner Saturday night or Sunday. You can still build a collection and invest in your future and contribute to your Roth IRA. These are all things that are mutually exclusive, and you can do all of it. Building a collection is not about hiding from reality or the outside world. It's about enhancing your world. A balanced collector is dangerous because they prove that passion and responsibility can coexist and can complement one another. The adult collector proves that you don't have to kill your inner child to thrive as an adult. You just have to respect both sides of yourself, the dreamer and the provider. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another video today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like the video down below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so that way you're notified when content goes live here. If you have some thoughts on any ideas that I presented in this video, make sure to comment them in the comment section below. And of course, check out my content on Instagram, will.foxification, and WillFoxification on TikTok as well. There's a lot of great content being posted there for you guys, and I don't want you to miss it. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. I will catch you in the next one. Peace out. See you later. Bye.